As affiliate marketers, we throw around a lot of terms and phrases which I'm sure to many can seem like almost a completely different language, especially when we use fairly normal everyday words but attribute a very specific different meaning to them. If you're new to affiliate marketing, I think that you're going to find this incredibly informative. Now, one of the major lessons that I learned some years ago was if I don't understand a specific word, I stop and I immediately go and find the meaning so I can understand that word and utilize and use it effectively so that I don't make mistakes in the future. So in today's video, I'm going to go through some of the most common terms, phrases, and abbreviations used in affiliate marketing today. I'm going to give you my interpretation of them. And for some of them, I'm going to go in more and give a more in-depth explanation where I feel it is appropriate and necessary. And in doing this, I think that we're going to have quite a well-rounded introduction to affiliate marketing. So as you move forward in your affiliate marketing journey and career, you're not going to get tripped up by various terms and jargon that you need to know. So there's quite a significant list, so let's get started. So the first one is affiliate marketing itself, and this is the process of promoting someone else's product in order to earn a commission. The next one is affiliate. This is you, potentially, the person that is going to be promoting the product to earn the commission. So that leads us nicely into commission. And obviously, this is the payment we will receive for promoting said product. Next up is super affiliates. Now, these are affiliates that are incredibly successful and earn the most commissions. Vendor. Now, this is the creator of a product or service of an affiliate program that you are promoting. If you're finding this video useful, why not hit the subscribe button and check out the channel and watch one of our videos that's congruent with affiliate marketing itself. Affiliate program. Now, this is the agreement between an affiliate and a vendor to promote the product, but essentially, and a lot of times, it is referred to as the actual product. Affiliate network. Now, this is a website that holds multiple affiliate programs, such as Clickbank, Warrior Plus, these sorts of places where you can search for specific affiliate programs. You can apply to promote them. You can find all the information, all that sort of good stuff. You can also go in and check your commissions and your statistics. An offer. So an offer is essentially any of the content that's been created by the vendor in order to sell the product. So we're talking about essentially the sales part of their website. Commission rate, self-explanatory. This is what you're going to earn in commissions. This can be reflected by a percentage. So it could be 1% of the sales price, 10%, 50%, 100%, or it could be a fixed rate. So for bringing in a sale to the affiliate program, you earn 29 bucks. Affiliate link. So this is an interesting one because this is your unique URL, your unique website, which when clicked on will go to the sales page or the opt-in page, and it is tracked by the vendor or the affiliate network in order to know whether a sale can be attributed to you so you can earn a commission. Squeeze page. Now, this is also commonly called a landing page. This is a one-page website with the sole intention of extracting a visitor's email address. Usually this is in conjunction with providing some kind of free gift. The funnel. Now, this is an interesting one because one, it's an interesting word, but also what it refers to is the entire process that a customer will go through the business. Okay, so it can include traffic, opt-ins, sales processes, upsells, being within the ecosystem of the the vendor's world essentially, but commonly it's just referred to as the actual web pages that are utilized, the sales page, and then the product. A lead. So a lead is essentially a visitor who is interacted with a website with a potential to become a customer. Lead magnet. This is essentially a free gift that is offered to potential customers in order to get their email address. So we've spoken about this in the past. These can be, PDFs, videos, access, codes, all different types of things. An opt-in. So this is essentially the process of obtaining that lead by the lead putting in their email address. And you'll have that on a box on a website where you just type in the name and you click the button to download or gain access to whatever has been offered. Copy. Okay, so copy is essentially text that is on a sales page or a squeeze page that is persuasive, that's trying to get people to take an action. VSL. Okay, so this stands for video sales letter. Essentially, this is a video on a sales page, but it does exactly what we were spoken about with copy. It's persuasive text, but it's in a video form. Front end product. So this is the core product, because when you are selling a product, you may have your product, but then there will be additional upgrades that can be added onto it. But the front end is the main product. OTO. This stands for one-time offer. And essentially, these are additional upgrades and offers that are presented to a customer straight after they've made the decision to purchase a product. So they click on buy, and then it will come up with additional pages that say, before you check out, we've also got these additional upgrades that we feel would be beneficial to you. Would you like to purchase these as well? Yes or no? Yes, we add them to the cart. No, we move forward to the cart with just the main product. Clicks. So clicks is a simple one. It's essentially the amount of people that click on a link, i.e. the amount of people that come to your site. Traffic. Now this is an interesting one because this is another one like funnel. It's a word that's used a lot, but we're talking about something very specific here in affiliate marketing. And this is the process of getting people to see or click onto your website. So this can be free or this can be paid. So obviously with paid, we're talking about paid advertising, putting adverts on websites or YouTube or emails. So people are, sent to our link. Or free, we've got loads of videos on the channel talking about free traffic, but social media, these sorts of things. And it's the process of driving people, the traffic and driving, sending people to a specific website. Conversion rate. So this is a metric that compares the amount of visitors with the amount of sales, and it is reflected in a simple percentage. Click-through rate. Okay, another simple one, and this is a metric that compares the amount of people that visit your site with the amount of people that take the specific action that you wanted them to do. Whether that's purchasing a product, whether it's clicking on the opt-in button, clicking on a link, it's that comparison between visiting your site and then doing what you wanted them to do. EPC. So this is earning per click. Okay, so this is another simple metric that compares the total revenue made from the front end product and the OTOs, and compares it to the amount of visitors essentially, and works out what each visitor was worth on average, regardless of whether they purchased or not. Tracking. So this is a way of analyzing the data on the clicks that you got, the traffic. So you can see, track a number of different things, like how many people clicked on it, how many people clicked through it, their location, devices used, what country they came from, that's geolocation. So a lot of things to work out, how effective your traffic has been. Retargeting. So this is a process of using code from advertising networks such as Facebook, so that when someone visits your website, they get hit with a hidden cookie okay? And then the cookie interacts with this pixel to collect the data so that later down the line, you can go to those advertising networks and send specific adverts, because essentially, you know what they were interested in, okay? They've shown an interest in a specific subject because they've been to your website, and then you can send advertisements through those advertising networks if they interact with those advertising networks, such as Facebook or whatever social media place it might be. Split testing. So this is a good one, and this is a process of testing out multiple different pages at the same time to work out which is more effective. So you have the ability to create 2 different opt-ins or 2 different sales pages with different headlines, for example, or different colors, okay? And then you can utilize software that will automatically switch between the two to different people, and then you'll have some data where you can analyze the tracking and the click-through rate, the conversions, to see what was more effective. And you can obviously set it up so that whatever is more effective after a period of time, just say 24 hours, you can see it's a clear winner. We're going to switch completely to that one, and the other one, which was less effective, it's not effective enough. We're going to go with the winner. An exit pop. Now this is a pop-up which will pop up on a website if the visitor shows the intention to leave. So if they use their mouse and they go up, they're going up towards the top, and as they hit the top bar, so either cross it off or click back, it'll automatically pop up and say, hey, before you leave, do you want to do X, Y, and Z? Okay, so you can come up with various different ideas to try and basically keep someone on your site. Now, one of the most important ones, an email list. So this is essentially a collection of email addresses that you collect by various means, through your opt-ins, by giving away your lead magnets, for example, or selling products. And the email list is basically a collection of those emails so that you can then send emails whenever you like to them with various marketing messages. But the next one is Autoresponder, and this is an email marketing service where you will collect and store those email addresses with the ability to send the emails that I just spoke about. But you can also put in automatic welcome series. So as soon as someone's email address is added to the list, they will automatically start receiving emails that you pre-written, and they'll go to every single person as soon as they hit the list, and they can go at predetermined times. Just say 1 a day for 1 week. SEO, this stands for Search Engine Optimization, and this is essentially the optimization of your website so that it can be found more readily within the Google search. And it can be, so you can type in a word and it'll be, much higher up the rankings in that list. The same thing for YouTube. Okay, so it works the same. Keyword. So this is essentially a specific word or phrase that you would type into a search engine, whether that's Google, whether that's YouTube, to find something. Okay, so it could be affiliate marketing terms. That is my keyword. Cost per click, or CPC. I went the other way this time, but CPC, cost per click, is essentially the price you will pay per visitor to an ad network. Right, so niche or niche, depending on where you are in the world, this is essentially a category or a subcategory that relates to the interest or issues people within your target audience have. Okay, so for instance, that can be affiliate marketing, but then a subcategory of that could be email marketing. CPA. So this is cost per action. This is essentially a slightly different version of affiliate marketing where you get paid a commission for getting a lead to do something very specific. Okay, and it doesn't have to be purchasing a product. It can be just putting in their email address into a website. Typically, these CPA offers, you will earn smaller commissions because you're getting the visitor to do a lot less. Affiliate manager. So this is essentially someone who runs the affiliate program on behalf of the vendor or the creator of the product. They will source affiliates, they will run competitions, they'll do everything in order to make sure that the program with regards to the product works effectively. Product launch. Okay, so this is essentially when a new product is created. Okay, there's usually a big launch in the affiliate space where the vendor gets lots of affiliates to jump on board to try and promote the product to get as many sales, and often they will provide incentives to the affiliates to try and get as many sales as possible when a product is first released. And the last one is affiliate contests and the leaderboard. So this is a conjunction with the product launches. There will be a contest, like I just said, where the affiliates will compete to get the most sales. Different types of prizes will be offered. Usually it's cash, but sometimes they can be products or vacations, holidays, whatever you call it. It can be iPhones and iPads, and it could be cars. Depends on the product and how big and how successful the vendor is expecting the product launch to be. And they will have the leaderboards where you can see who are the top affiliates and who are those super affiliates that are winning those leaderboards. So we've come to the end of this video where we were talking about the most common terms, phrases, abbreviations with regards to affiliate marketing. So I hope now that we've gone through this, you're not going to get tripped up by strange words or abbreviations that you didn't quite understand. You should have a thorough knowledge and understanding of affiliate marketing moving forward. Good luck. And remember, if you got anything out of this video, feel free to hit the subscribe button, check out the channel and watch some of the other videos in combination with this one. Hope you have a wonderful day. See you soon.